Okay, so are you ready to dive into this whole electric vehicle thing?
I am absolutely ready.
You know, EVs are EV everywhere you turn these days, right?
It's true. It's buzzing. It's like you can't escape the EV conversation.
But honestly, trying to figure out what's real and what's just hype,
Oh, yeah.
it's a headache-inducing maze out there.
It can be a lot to sift through, for sure.
So today, we're going to try to cut through all that noise and really uncover what's actually happening in the world of EVs.
Sounds like a plan.
We've got some great sources to help us out here.
Okay. Awesome.
So we've got some notes from our friend Calpurnia.
Always a good source.
She's always ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And we're also going to be looking at this CBC News video called EV Trends, Why Experts Think the Future is Still Electric.
Oh, interesting. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Cool.
So just to kick things off, one thing that really struck me is how much EV adoption has actually taken off.
Yeah. It's been pretty remarkable.
Like, think about it. In Canada, we've gone from having almost no EVs on the roads just 5 years ago
Yeah.
to now where 13.3% of new car sales are electric.
It's a huge jump.
That's a massive jump.
I think what that tells me is that we're kind of moving beyond that early adopter phase.
Right.
You know, where it was just like the tech enthusiasts and the diehards who are buying EVs.
The people willing to put up with the hassle.
Exactly. Now it's starting to reach a broader audience.
Okay, so that's a good point. You know, Calpurnia brings up something interesting about this early adoption phase.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
It seems like a lot of the people buying EVs right now are those who have garages
Right.
where they can easily charge at home.
Makes sense.
It makes you wonder what happens when you don't have that luxury.
Right. Yeah, like if you live in an apartment building or something.
Exactly.
That's one of the big barriers to even wider adoption, I think.
You think so?
It's the cost.
Oh, the cost of the cars themselves, or?
Well, that too, but I'm talking about the cost of charging.
Huh?
That CBC video actually dug into that a bit.
Really?
And they highlighted how pricey those public charging stations can be.
Compared to charging at home.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, J.D. Power did this survey,
Okay.
and it showed that this is like a major concern for people who are thinking about buying an EV.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
It's a big purchase, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like you're taking the plunge on this new technology.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be, you know, a $65,000 problem, as they put it in that video,
I remember that line.
if it doesn't actually fit your lifestyle.
That's a great way to put it.
Right.
A $65,000 problem.
Yeah. You don't want that.
Definitely not.
So speaking of fitting different lifestyles,
Yeah.
the video also talked about this rise of plug-in hybrids.
Oh, right. The plug-in hybrids.
What's your take on that whole thing?
I think they're interesting because they're kind of trying to address some of those consumer anxieties head on.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, you get the flexibility of gas for longer trips.
Okay, yeah.
So you don't have to worry as much about running out of juice.
The whole range anxiety thing.
It's exactly range anxiety. It's a real thing for people.
Yeah, I can see that.
So plug-in hybrids are like this bridge between, you know, traditional gas-powered cars and pure EVs.
Oh, that's a good way to think about it. A bridge?
Yeah, maybe a stepping stone for some people.
So that kind of explains why the video also talked about how some car manufacturers are shifting gears a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they mentioned how GM is scaling back EV production a bit,
Hmm.
and Ford is putting more muscle behind hybrids.
Interesting.
Does that mean that they're losing faith in EVs altogether?
I don't think so.
You don't.
No, I think what's more likely happening is that they're adjusting to the reality.
What reality?
That maybe mainstream EV adoption is happening a little slower than they initially thought.
That makes sense.
It's a business after all, right?
Like,
They're still in it for the long haul,
okay,
but they need to make sure they're profitable along the way.
you got to keep the lights on.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
I don't think consumer demand has quite reached those early projections yet, and profitability in the EV market is still a tough nut to crack.
Yeah, it's tricky balance for sure.
It is.
So it's like they have to meet the market where it's at.
Exactly.
And speaking of meeting needs,
Yeah.
Calpurnia brought up something that I think a lot of us can relate to.
Okay, what's that?
The need for like a better charging experience.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
More charging stations for sure,
For sure.
but also like standardized payment methods.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It can be a real pain trying to figure out how to pay at some of these public stations.
It's like the Wild West out there sometimes.
Right. You need like 5 different apps and a decoder ring.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
And this kind of ties into this big push that we're seeing in Canada right now.
With EVs.
Yeah, the government wants all new car sales to be zero emission by 2035.
Oh, that's ambitious.
It is pretty ambitious. The CBC video outlines some of the ways they're trying to make that happen.
Like what?
Well, there are mandates and incentives.
Okay.
Did you know there's a $5,000 federal rebate for buying an EV?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, and in some provinces like Quebec, there's an extra $7,000 on top of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a serious chunk of change.
It is. It makes you wonder if they can close that price gap.
Right.
Could we really see EVs take over?
But then again, the video did this stark comparison.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
A gas-powered Toyota RAV4 is around $36,000,
Okay.
but an electric Hyundai Ioniq 5 is over $57,000.
That's a big difference.
It's a huge difference.
Especially for the average buyer.
Yeah. And there was a government report that suggested EV costs would need to drop by over 30%
Wow.
to even come close to reaching those federal targets.
That's a steep climb.
It is. So it's like we've got these two forces at play, right?
Yep.
You've got this incredible momentum
Yeah.
building behind EVs
Yeah.
and this real sense that they're the future.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have these very real barriers,
Yeah.
cost being like a major one,
Absolutely.
that are making it hard for a lot of people to make the switch.
Right.
It's a fascinating tension, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. It is. It really is.
What are your thoughts on all this so far?
Well, I think what strikes me is that we're witnessing this transition happening in real time.
Oh, yeah.
There are so many factors at play.
It's like a giant puzzle.
It is like a puzzle.
Yeah.
There's technology, economics, consumer behavior, government, policies.
Wow.
It really begs the question, what would it actually take for you to make the switch to an EV?
That's a good question.
Is it purely a cost thing? Or are there other hurdles you'd need to see cleared?
Yeah, I think that's something worth pondering, for sure.
It is. It's not just a Canadian thing either, is it? This EV thing.
Oh, yeah.
The CBC video mentioned how international manufacturers, especially in China,
Right.
are really like pushing the limits on EV technology and production.
Yeah, it's like a whole other game is going on over there.
It is.
Calpurnia mentioned how she's really eager to see those more affordable EVs from those companies like BYD
I've heard of them.
make their way over to North America.
Yeah.
Imagine what could happen to prices
Oh, yeah.
if that competition really heats up.
That would be huge.
It's going to be a total game changer for so many people.
Absolutely. But the video also pointed out that international trade
Uh-huh.
can be a bit of a sticky wicket.
How so?
Remember those 100% tariffs
Oh, yeah?
the Canadian government put on Chinese EVs?
Yeah. What was that all about?
Well, it's meant to protect those domestic manufacturers.
Right.
But it also complicates things.
Oh.
It's like this balancing act
Yeah.
between fostering a local EV industry and making EVs affordable.
For everyone.
Yeah, for the
Masses.
It's a tough one for sure.
It is.
I mean, I wonder if those kinds of policies could actually end up hurting the overall shift to EVs.
It's a good question.
Now, if they keep those prices so high.
It's possible.
What do you think?
It's hard to say for sure. I think it highlights how intertwined the EV market is with government policies and global trade.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a complex web.
It really is like this giant puzzle with all these moving pieces.
Exactly.
Speaking of pieces.
What about the whole charging infrastructure situation?
Oh, that's a big one.
It feels like we're in this awkward in-between stage where it's not quite there yet, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The CBC video really emphasized how range anxiety is a legitimate concern for a lot of people,
Oh, for sure.
especially those who are thinking about buying an EV.
Yeah.
And the lack of like a really widespread charging infrastructure is a huge part of that.
Absolutely. Imagine planning a road trip and not knowing for sure if you'll be able to find a charger along the way.
Right.
It's not like gas stations.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, it's out there on every corner.
I actually wonder where's the EV equivalent of that?
Right. Where's that sea of charging stations when you need it?
That sense of security.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the question is, what needs to happen to make that charging network more robust?
Yeah, what will it take for people to feel confident
More reliable.
they can get where they need to go without running into any charging drama?
It's a big undertaking.
It seems like it.
It's going to require a joint effort. Governments, private companies, even everyday homeowners.
Wow.
We need a lot more public charging stations.
Especially on like major highways and stuff?
Absolutely. Especially in those more rural areas where they're scarce.
Right.
And then there's the issue of payment methods.
Don't even get me started.
Can you imagine having to download a separate app for every charging network out there?
Oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare.
It would be a nightmare.
Actually, that reminds me of something Calpurnia told me.
Oh, yeah.
She was trying to charge her EV at a public station,
Uh-huh.
and she ended up spending like 15 minutes just trying to figure out how to pay.
Oh, no.
because it needed some weird app she'd never heard of.
It's a classic example of how the user experience can really make or break things.
Oh, yeah.
If charging is too complicated or inconvenient,
People are going to stick with what they know.
exactly, gas-powered cars.
It's like with any new technology, it needs to be intuitive and user-friendly.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, people just won't bother.
Who wants to feel like they need an engineering degree just to charge their car?
Nobody.
It has to be seamless.
Yeah.
It has to fit into people's lives without a ton of hassle.
If it's not easy, it's a non-starter.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about charging infrastructure, government policies, international manufacturers.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to take in. But let's zoom in on the cars themselves for a minute.
Okay.
What are some of the coolest technological advancements happening in the EV world right now?
Oh, there are a lot of exciting things happening.
Like what's on the horizon that has you really excited?
Well, one area that's really pushing boundaries is battery technology.
Okay.
Remember how the CBC video mentioned how those EV ranges are already pretty impressive?
Yeah, they're getting better and better.
Well, they're only going to get better as battery technology keeps advancing.
Oh, wow.
We're talking about batteries that can store more energy charge faster and last longer.
And that all ties back into the cost factor too, right?
Absolutely.
If battery production becomes more efficient and they can make them for less.
Uh,
Hopefully those overall EV prices will start to come down.
the battery costs are a major chunk of the overall price of an EV.
So it sounds like battery tech is really the key to unlocking this whole EV evolution.
I think it's a crucial piece of the puzzle,
Yeah.
but it's not the only area where innovation is happening.
Oh, what else is there?
Well, we're seeing a ton of advancements in charging technology, electric motors, and even autonomous driving features specifically for EVs.
Wait, hold on. Did you say autonomous driving for EVs?
I did.
That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It does, doesn't it? But it's closer than you might think.
Really?
There are companies already testing and developing some of these technologies.
Wow.
Imagine an EV that can not only drive itself,
Okay.
but can also navigate to a charging station and recharge all on its own.
That's crazy.
That would be a total game changer for things like ride-sharing services and delivery fleets.
Okay, now that is mind-blowing.
It's pretty wild.
It feels like we're truly on the cusp of something big with all of this happening at once.
We are.
This whole EV landscape is just so dynamic and fast-moving.
It really is. And that's what makes it so fascinating to study.
Yeah.
It's not just about the tech itself.
What else is it about?
It's about how technology interacts with society, the economy, and even our own psychology.
Wow.
It's this complex, multi-layered story that's still being written.
And what a story it is.
It is.
It feels like every day there's some new development or breakthrough that's pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time to be following this space.
You know, as we're wrapping up this EV deep dive, I keep thinking back to something Calpurnia said in her notes.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
It was about the need for a mindset shift.
A mindset shift.
Like, it wasn't just about the cars themselves.
Okay.
It was about changing our whole way of thinking about transportation.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's about moving away from this idea that owning a car is like the only way to get around and embracing a more what they call multimodal approach.
Multimodal. So like using a mix of different ways to get around.
Exactly. Like imagine a world where you could seamlessly switch from your EV to public transit,
Okay.
a bike sharing program, or even a ride hailing service.
Yeah.
All within like one integrated system.
Oh, wow. So it's like having this personalized transportation ecosystem.
That's a great way to put it. And it's something that cities all over the world are starting to explore.
Right.
They're realizing that EVs alone aren't like a magic bullet
Right.
for things like traffic jams or air pollution.
Yeah.
It's about creating a more holistic and interconnected transportation network.
It's like weaving together all these different threads into one big tapestry.
I love that analogy. And to make that vision a reality, it's going to take collaboration,
Between.
policymakers, urban planners, tech companies, and of course, the public.
So it really is like this giant puzzle where everyone has a piece to contribute.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
as we start putting those pieces together, we can create a more sustainable, efficient, and enjoyable transportation experience for everyone.
That's a future I can definitely get behind.
Yeah.
So as we bring this electrifying deep dive to a close,
Yeah.
what are your final thoughts for our listeners?
I think the biggest takeaway is that this EV revolution is more than just hype.
Yeah.
It's a real transformative shift that's already happening.
It feels like it.
And while there are definitely some challenges ahead,
For sure.
the possibilities are incredibly exciting.
I couldn't agree more. And to everyone listening, we hope this deep dive has given you a better understanding of this complex world of EVs.
Yes.
And hopefully you feel a little more equipped to make those informed decisions about your own transportation choices.
Knowledge is power.
It
So
is.
keep asking questions
Stay curious.
and be a part of the conversation that's shaping the future of transportation.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this electrifying journey.
It's been a pleasure.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into all sorts of fascinating topics that matter.
We'll see you next time.
Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.